Oh, what's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel, and it's January 23rd, 2023. And yeah, it's been a while. I'll rectify that today on this channel and tomorrow on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. A lot of things have happened since my last video. We saw the passing of Don West, who to me was a great color commentator for total nonstop action wrestling back in the day. Um, he's one of the very best. Unfortunately, we only saw him for really a short amount of time with TNA Wrestling. Uh, but the amount of time he was on there, he was colorful. He did a lot of things that other commentators, quite frankly, don't do other than like Jerry the King Lawler. But I will, honestly miss Don West. Um, as far as color commentators go, we've seen very, very many throughout the years, and obviously in the likes of WWE back in the old NWA days. David Crockett was the lead announcer. Tony Schiavone was the color commentator. Um, and then he ended up becoming the actual lead announcer when they became WCW. But I think you got to look back at the WWE. We've had many. Vince McMahon was lead announcer. He had many, many color men with him. We saw Jesse the Body Ventura. We saw Randy Macho Man Savage. Um, and Jerry the King Lawler with McMahon. And that was Lawler in his earlier days. And he was very, very good. But we also saw Gorilla Monsoon as the lead announcer and Bobby the Brain Heenan, who was the color commentator for a long time. And in my eyes, Bobby the Brain is probably the best color commentator that there ever was. Jerry the King Lawler, teaming up with Jim Ross later on, was very, very good. But it was something with Bobby the Brain Heenan that he always just said things off the cuff that would make you laugh. And then when he went to WCW and he was a sidekick of Tony Schiavone, they used to argue back and forth. And there, Bobby the Brain Heenan was even better in my eyes. And he was a very, very fun man to listen to. He had a great personality. He had a great knowledge of professional wrestling. And he's another one that's been long gone. But I did want to remember Don West. But I also did want to talk about the other commentators, which I have. And now I want to get into a little bit about Hameen Pugh, who was better known as Jay Briscoe, who had an accident last week, and he was with his daughters. One, I believe, was in critical condition. I don't know the conditions of her now, but it's unfortunate that this happened because the Briscoe brothers were a mainstay in Ring of Honor wrestling, especially when Sinclair owned them. And they, in their early days, they did have a brief stint with Impact Wrestling, became the Impact champions, tag team champions. But that was a sad day in the world of professional wrestling after that occurred. So I mean, uh, things do happen, and it's unfortunate that we see things happen now a lot more than what we used to. And, but life has to move on. And, you know, I don't know. It just bothers me because he was only 38 years old. Anybody that young that ends up dying, that were fully there to entertain all of us, is sort of sad in my eyes. But, it is what it is. So, anyway, we got the Royal Rumble coming this weekend. We'll see what Monday Night Raw brings to the table tonight. And there you have it. It's been like almost 2 weeks, but I had to come out. I had to, there's been a lot going on. I have other things going on in my life. The football playoffs. Unfortunately, my Giants got beat. The Jaguars gave it a great show against the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday. The Giants stunk it up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas and 49ers this weekend was blah, but Cincinnati really took it to the Bills in Buffalo, and that was a very, very fun game to watch. So we'll see what happens next weekend. We got Cincinnati at Kansas City. We got the 49ers in Philadelphia. On that note, this is the Iceman on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel. Peace out, everybody, and have yourself a great day.